Welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create learning activities for kids. Our fun activities are focused on reading, writing, and math. Thank you all for joining me here today. My name is Shravya. In today's video, we'll be going over how to read poems and draw art for those poems.
Let's get this activity started. Here are the materials you will need. A paint palette printable, which will be shown on screen shortly, some paint, a black marker, a paintbrush, and some additional coloring materials.
Great! Now that we have our materials, let's get started with reading our poem. The poem I picked is about summer because summer is almost here. Summer by Elwyn Autumn. Summer is a time for fun, to jump and play in the sun. Swimming, sandcastles, slip and slides, bumper cars, and thrilling rides. Summer is a time for fun, to eat a hot dog on a bun. Camping and amusement parks, bright fireworks in the dark. Summer is a time for fun, to blow bubbles and catch each one. Shells, sandals, and the seashore, sprinklers, picnics, and so much more. What a refreshing and fun poem. Now that we've read the poem, it's time to organize our thoughts about it. Here are a few questions to help you organize your thoughts about the poem. Number 1. What is the poem about? Number 2. What was your favorite part of the poem? Number 3. How did the poem make you feel? And finally, number 4. Did you like the poem?
Awesome! Now that we have some questions to think about, let's get started with our craft as we go over these questions in our heads.
Take your paper paint palette and 4 paint colors of your choice. Cut out the paint palette. After you've cut out your paint palette and chosen your paint colors, go ahead and make circles on the page, like so with each of your paints. Awesome! Now that we have the paints on the paint palette, let's go ahead and refer back to the questions we were thinking about. For each paint circle, write next to it one question from the list of questions, like this. Great job! Now we have a little cool tool to help us remember how to organize our thoughts about a story or a poem. Now let's go ahead and answer these questions since we've read the poem. My answer to the first question would be that the poem is about summer. My answer to the second question in the poem would be the part in the poem where it talked about blowing bubbles and running after them to catch the bubbles. The poem made me feel very happy and it made me look forward to summer that's about to come. And my answer to the last question would be yes. I really liked the poem as it was so refreshing and fun to read. Awesome! Now that I have all the answers to these questions, let's go ahead and make a fun drawing that reflects how we felt about the poem. Remember, you should look at these questions and answer them by yourselves, thinking about how the poem made you feel and what it made you think about summer. Make sure that your paint palette is dry before you flip it over, because we will be coloring on the back side of the paint palette. Since I answered all my questions saying that I really like this poem and especially the bubble part, I will be drawing an image that reminds me of summer, particularly one filled with bubbles. So let's go ahead and draw out our favorite scenes or what the poems reminded us about summer. Wow! Great work everyone on drawing your own art about the poem. And now, here is my own drawing about my favorite scene from the poem. Great work everyone on drawing your own art about the poem. Keep this tool with you anytime you need help in organizing your thoughts about a story or poem.
Thank you for learning with us today. We hope you come back and learn some more. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more videos shortly.